begin corner to corner, you will start by chaining 6. Once you have your 6, you will go and double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook, and then double crochet into those last 2 chains. You have already completed your first row. Now to begin your increase row, you will be turning, and at the beginning of every increase row, you will chain 6, just like you did before. And then it is the same process. You will double crochet into that 4th chain from the hook, followed by those final 2 chains. Now you need to connect these. So you're going to turn it, and you see that chain space right there. You are going to slip stitch right in there. That's how you connect your rows together. And you will chain 3. That'll count as your first double crochet. And then you will double crochet 3 more times into that same space. For the sake of practice, we will do one more increase row. So you will turn and you will chain 6 times like you do at the beginning of every increase row. And you'll repeat the process of double crocheting into the 4th chain from the hook, followed by 2 more double crochets in those last 2 chains. Now we will be connecting our work again. So you will be turning, you'll find that chain space from the previous row and slip stitching into that space. And same as before, you will chain 3 and then you'll double crochet into that same space 3 more times. And since this is an increase row, you will be connecting into that chain space at the end again, and you will be doing another series of chain 3 plus another 3 double crochet. For all of your increase rows, at the very top you will keep adding another 4 double crochets into it, so that chain 3 plus 3 more double crochets. Okay, that is the end of our increase. You will see that the odd rows, they will face the same way. The even rows, they will face another way. That's just part of the beauty of corner to corner. And now we turn it over. We are not working on top of this, so we are slip stitching across. This is so that we're not adding anything to the top of our work since we are decreasing. So you're going to slip stitch 3 times across those first 3 double crochets. Once you reach that 4th, where the chain space is, you're going to slip stitch into the chain space the same as you would with an increase row, because we do have to fill in those gaps still. So you're going to chain 3 and then you're going to add 3 more double crochets just like before. And this is still the same process where you will go into the chain space, you will slip stitch into it, and you're going to, again, fill in the gap. You're going to chain 3, and then you're going to double crochet 3 more times into the same space. Once you get to the end of this, you will find that last chain space, and you're just going to slip stitch into it. We're not going to add anything else because, again, we're not adding to the bottom or the top since this is now the beginning of the decrease. And same as before, you're going to slip stitch across because we're not adding anything to the top. And once you find that chain space at the end, you will slip stitch into it, and you will repeat the process of your chain 3 and then 3 double crochets into that same space. All you need to do now that you're filling in your last gap, you go to that last chain space and you slip stitch in there, and that will close up your work. And that is how you do corner to corner. Just remember that I worked mine very loosely so that you could see exactly what you're working into. So most patterns you'll be working a tighter gauge. And remember, even in odd rows, they face in different directions. It makes it look nice and neat and uniform. It's the beauty of corner to corner. When you're finished, you could add a border to kind of clean things up. It really depends on your preference. Different patterns may have slight variations, but once you understand the foundations, it is very easy to adjust. Enjoy!